Boker Tov, good morning. We continue with our 3-minute daily dose of Torah, looking today at the beginning of chapter 26. Chapter 26, where the Torah tells us that there was a famine. Vayihi ra'av ba'aretz. Milvad harab harishon asher haya b'mei Avraham. There was a famine in the land of Canaan, aside from the famine, the first famine that was during the time of Abraham, some sense of this being momentous famine, a deep famine, not merely like, oh, you remember that one also? Like that wouldn't be seemingly insignificant to tell us. We know how to make comparisons just reading a text, but it sounds like momentous famine, momentous famine. Vayelech Yitzchak el Abimelech melech Plishtim Gerara. And Yitzchak went to Abimelech, the king of the Philistines, to Gerar. So presumably that means that he's heading towards the coast from where he lives, and the Torah then goes on to tell us that God appears to him. Vayera elav Adonai, vayomer al tered Mitzrayma. God appeared to him and he said, "Don't go down to Egypt. Shechon ba'aretz asher omar elecha. Dwell in the land that I shall tell you. Gur ba'aretz hazot, live in this land, and goes on to write to tell him that then I'll be with you and repeat blessings. In the moment, with this for now, we'll look at the Rashi on Al Tered Mitzrayma. If God says don't go down to Egypt, if you say don't open that door, let's go start there. Don't open that door. So what's our presumption? That you were either I've really worried about the door and you have no intention. That's possible. You have no intention and I don't want you to go behind that door. Or I say, don't open the door because I think you're going to open the door. I don't want you to open the door, right? Shayada tolaredet Mitzrayma. This tells you that his intention was to go down to Egypt. Kamo shirad aviv bimei ha'ra'av. That just like his father had descended to Egypt in the days of famine that he experienced. Amar lo, God said, Al tered Mitzrayma, you don't go down. And listen to these words with which Rashi concludes, She'ata ola tmima. You are a whole burnt offering, or better phrased, you are a whole elevation offering, pure, tamim, whole. Ve'ein chutza la'aretz kadai lecha, and being outside of Israel is not fitting for you. Avraham came from outside of Israel and went outside of Israel. Most of the time he was back in Canaan, but he went out to Mitzrayim. Yaakov will go down, will leave Israel and go first to his uncle Lavan, and then eventually follow Yosef down to Egypt. Yitzchak never leaves Eretz Canaan his whole life. He's born and lives there and dies there. And God says, because, thinking back to the Akedah, where he was told to be brought up, to bring him, Avram told him, bring him up as an elevation. That's what we have here. You're an Ola Tamima, the purity, your special holy. Your soul belongs always in Eretz Yisrael. What a beautiful depiction for us to consider. We'll continue tomorrow in other pieces. Have a great day.